Wreck-It Ralph in 3D, a 2012 release, a 1 hour and 41 minute film, 2.39 to 1 aspect ratio, so you will get the black bars at the top and the bottom. Dolby Digital, Dolby Atmos, Dolby 7.1, got all the sound you need right here. This is directed by Rich Moore. He also directed Zootopia. This was nominated for an Oscar. Voiceovers by John C. Reilly as Ralph, Sarah Silverman as Vanellope, and Jack McBrayer as Felix, Fix-It Felix, and Jane Lynch as the lovely Calhoun, the rough and tough Sergeant Calhoun female character in this game. So who is Wreck-It Ralph? He's this guy up here, he's wrecking the building, and then he's inside a video game. This whole movie takes place inside of an arcade, and then inside each individual video game, and it's all about the characters in that game. Wreck-It Ralph is a guy that destroys things, and he feels unappreciated for what he does. He does a good job, but he's a bad guy in the game, but he wants people to know he's a good guy. And he's having a hard time with that. And who hasn't had a job that you've done really well and you were underappreciated? Who hasn't had that aspect? You instantly connect with this Wreck-It Ralph. You instantly connect with him. He's such a great character. And so he goes to this talk group to talk out his feelings with all these other characters that have to be bad characters in their games, but they're really good people. And he's having a hard time with it. And then at night, when the arcade shuts, there's gonna be some spoils here. At night, when the arcade shuts down, all the characters, they go and socialize, but nobody's socializing with Ralph, Wreck-It Ralph. He's sitting on a garbage heap somewhere on a pile of bricks, living in a dump, while everybody in that building up there is partying and having a good time, getting ready to celebrate the 30-year celebration of that game. There's gonna be some spoilers here. And he goes in to tell everybody he's a good guy. They don't want nothing to do with him. He says, I can be good. They said, no, you can't, you're bad. And so he's going to prove it. He's going to get a medal. He's going to get a medal. He's going to go into this other video game, a war duty game, and he's going to get a medal. And I'm not going to carry you too far into the plot. He gets the medal, but he gets taken off into another video game. And and here's Fix-It Felix and everybody in this building. They got to get him back, because if they don't get him back, their game's going to be taken out of the arcade and they're all going to be done away with. So Fix-It Felix hooks up with Sergeant Calhoun, this voluptuous blonde here that he's got a crush on, and they're going to go try to find Ralph. And Ralph's got this gold medal, and he loses it to a young girl, a little girl, in her game, Sugarland, and she needs to win a race, so she takes his medal. And this whole thing is he's got to get the medal back, they got to get Ralph back. Fix-It Felix falls in love with this beautiful blonde soldier woman. And this whole movie, it ties in with emotional aspects of human beings, you know what I mean? I mean, saying like, so nobody appreciates Ralph. And so, he gets that feeling, like I said, who hasn't had that feeling? Here's a little skinny guy, a little Fix-It Felix, falls in love with this big, beautiful woman. Does he try to hook up with her? Yeah, she rejects him, but in the end, something might happen. I don't know, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But there's a lot of aspects in here where, you can relate to. You get that feeling, you know what it's like to be Ralph. You know what it's like to be that guy that goes after the girl, you don't think you're ever gonna get her. And about being a hero. What is a true hero? Just because he gets this medal, and he's gonna go back and show everybody that but is that a hero? Or is he a hero to this little girl? And he has to make some decisions. And I'll tell you, man, there's some heart-wrenching moments in here. There's some moments where I was on the edge of my seat. Really, really heartfelt human emotion in this movie. It's unbelievable. It really took me by surprise. So let's talk about the 3D now. I want to talk about the 3D. The 3D is absolutely fantastic. This is in the height of 3D, 2012. This is when people were still paying money, good money, to go to the theater and see 3D movies. So they made this in 3D, put it out there. I'm sure you had a choice whether to buy a 3D ticket or not. My only disappointment is it's 2.39 to 1. And you do get it's not full screen. The soundtrack is good. I didn't have to raise my volume up and down a whole lot. Very good tying in with the story, the soundtrack. So the 3D, a little bit more about the 3D. Great depth here through these arcade games, into these lands, this Sugar Land. And And a lot of like, spinning action going through, electric wires and tubes and everything. And you got a lot of pop-outs, you got things flying out. You got stick outs, you got guns sticking out at you, you got guns sticking right out of the screen, coming right out, 2-3 feet into the room. Great action in there, great action, great, I want to say depths and spinning depths and colors. Great characters here too that, sometimes a shoulder will stick out or a head will stick out. And there are things that'll fly out. You'd be doing a little bit of this too. You'd be doing a little bit of that. So the 3D really, if you haven't seen this in 3D, you need to try to see Wreck-It Ralph in 3D if you can. Because it's like it's from what people have told me, it's a totally different movie in 3D than it is in 2D. So that's my take on this. Wreck-It Ralph. I'm going to tell you, man, for an animated, it just really took me by surprise. I'm going to give Wreck-It Ralph 4.75 out of 5 for a movie itself. I'm going to give the 3D 4.75 out of 5 for the 3D. I thought the 3D was excellent. I wish it was full screen. So what'd you think? Let me know. Did you see it? Did you see it 3D? Did you see it 2D? Did you see it at the theaters back in 2012? How did you like this compared to some of the other video game movies like Pixels and things like that? Leave some comments below. Let me know. Hit that like and subscribe button. I want you to stay safe. I'll see you at the next review. Have a good night. And as always, God bless.